I guess it's good to be back. If I'm here, that means I'm alive and I'm still breathing, right? I guess I'm mostly thankful for that. Take a moment. Take it all in. Clouds are beautiful over there. I don't know if you can see from there. Forgive my paper. I've thought a lot about today, so I wrote some things down ahead of time. Today I'm turning 29. To the guy that was here last year, thank you for the birthday wish, and happy birthday to you also. I guess I should give you a little update on what's happened since you were last here. You would not believe how the rest of the year went, man. We're still not doing anything with the degree, unfortunately. I remember you had just scored that internship and you were hoping it goes well. It didn't. Those people did nothing for you. Nothing. I got ghosted after a month and a half of emailing back and forth. I read like a whole book on manufacturing and nothing came out of that. That's cool. Also a big thing that happened last year, Shannon broke up with me and I had to move back in with my mom. That sucked really bad. And in November or December, I got diagnosed with ADHD and I got prescribed medication for it. And it's been working really well so far. Anyways, lastly, on the degree side of things, I'm kind of becoming less sure of what I want to do. Look, man, I've spent a lot of time like reacting and waiting for things to happen to me. I haven't really made a lot of big decisions myself and followed through with them. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm moving. I'm getting out of here. I should be in New York by the end of the month to have my own space away from Long Beach and Wilmore and all the other pressures, and hopefully to figure out who I am, and what I like and all of that. For the guy that was here last year, I remember how you felt that day. You wondered if I would be proud of you, and you hoped that I wouldn't be upset with you. And I have to say that I'm proud that you tried your best to do the right thing. Despite the incredulous amount of disrespect, all the mud that got smeared on your name, everything that went foul, you persisted, you were ready. You were totally ready to accept a future that wasn't for you. You were so willing to completely change your life and change who you were, everything, just because it felt like the right thing to do, because you felt it was responsible. You were willing to go against everything you ever wanted just because you felt it was honorable. And we can talk about putting other people in front of you and all that, but the thing is, deep down you felt it was the right, responsible, honorable thing to do. And even though you didn't, some things you didn't want to do, at times you felt like you were being treated like shit, but you stuck through it because that's what good people do. At least that's what you thought. We can talk about doing what's best for you first and blah 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 blah, but I think that's commendable. That inner desire to be honorable, to be helpful, never lose sight of that. I'm also proud of your determination to be kinder. Even in your darkest moments, you never let yourself retaliate in anger. And I think all of that stuff shows a remarkable level of inner strength that you yourself didn't know you had. And of course, I feel your pain. You went through so much dog shit. But the thing is, you were able to persist and adapt and change. And it, even at this point, it feels almost unfair to compare me to you. That's how much you went through. That's how much you changed. Like right now, my thoughts, my priorities, even my mannerisms are nothing like yours. Meaning no offense. Just right now, the way I'm living, the way I'm thinking, the way I'm feeling is something that unfortunately you never knew was possible. Sure, we can chalk some of that up to the medication, but most of it resulted from the discipline, the self-awareness, the honesty, all that stuff that you built up, in September, October, November of last year, or that I did, but you know what I'm saying. All of that stuff before you even got diagnosed, before any of the medication, you still did a lot of work to better yourself, and that's respectable. And I'm proud of you for being able to do that and come back from everything. Anyways, it kind of feels like this is the first year where we didn't fuck up the first few months. I don't really have any diary entries anymore about waiting around, waiting for stuff to happen. I've kind of just realized recently that if you want something done, you just got to do it. It sucks. It's a pain in the ass, but which I know is not a secret at all. But being a man of action and making sure things happen instead of just like winging it and like, I'll figure it out when I get there. Doesn't work. It does sometimes, don't get me wrong, but that's how you end up making yourself be okay with something instead of living a life that you actually wanted and tried to get. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so to myself from last year, you are loved, and I truly thank you for always trying to do the right thing. And to myself next year, don't forget yourself, leave your ego at the door, and I hope you find out who you are. I hope you find out what makes you happy and what you want to do. I think the biggest thing that you could do for yourself and for me, for all the other guys before us, is to really nail down what you want and to go after it, That's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully you can tell me if it works out. Thanks. Love you always.